Welcome back to SaN Au Naturel. As you can see, I've done a fair amount with the rock foundation last time we were here. That was day 12. Today we're on to day 13. So day 12 we put a lot of this back wall in, the heavy rock, and it was heavy. And so we're so far along with that. I'm kind of at a hiatus now because this is September 8th. This is the week we would have been in production with the TV show. Things didn't work out, and now we're into my busy season with work, and I'm not sure where the show is going to go. Furthermore, as you've been enjoying these productions on the YouTube channel, this is also coming to an end, as the equipment that I've been using is now I rented it, borrowed it, and my time is up. So what we've done together is what we've got. But today I thought we'd come out for one last turnaround. Actually, well, it's day 13 of the prep work. We're not going to do a lot here today. We don't have a lot of time. But tomorrow we may have a special guest I'm looking forward to, a young child actor, JC LeBlanc. He's going to come out here and see what progress we've made with the fort. And he's never been here, so he's going to be excited about the tree house, and he's just going to fall in love because this land is so fantastic. I'm your host, Old Sheen Penn, and today I'd like to discuss proper chainsaw maintenance. Chainsaw maintenance is very important. If you do not practice proper maintenance measures, there will come a time when you need a chainsaw to function properly, and it just won't, because you haven't done proper maintenance. Today I'm going to discuss proper fuel mixtures, as well as chainsaw oil, the bar oil, or the oil that lubricates the chain as the activities of cutting are performed. And last but not least, probably the most important would be keeping a nice sharp edge on your chain and how to sharpen it. The type of engine in the chainsaw is one in which you have to mix your gas with proper oil. So you take your chainsaw oil and you mix 100 milliliters of oil to 5 liters of gasoline. That's about 50 to 1. So you use your regular gasoline with proper chainsaw oil. The mix is 50 parts gasoline to 1 part chainsaw oil. When performing cutting tasks, you must remember to have a full reservoir of bar oil, which keeps your chain lubricated while it's suffering the friction of cutting through wood. The front reservoir here is for chainsaw bar oil, sorry. The bar oil itself is red in color. There we go, spill it everywhere. Red in color, and as I stated, it lubricates the chain when you're in to chainsaw operations. Now, of course, like a donkey, I made a big old mess. There you go, old Sheen and it's a big old mess. So I'm just going to use an old glove that's no more good. Clean up some of this oil. I could have used a funnel. Generally you don't need one. I had a bad angle that I was on trying to demonstrate for the camera here, so I ended up making a mess. So that's my bad. Normally you can manage this procedure better if you're a little more prepared. So as you can see here, there's two nuts. These nuts are designed in such a way you take these off and then this comes out. This will loosen up the bar and the chain. That's how you change your chain. We're not going to change it today. This model, this Still MS250, has a fuel reservoir back here. And anytime I fill the bar oil, I always fill the fuel tank as well. Now remember I said the mixture of gas is 50 to 1. This fuel has already been mixed, and it is indeed 50 to 1. So again, you can probably get by without using a funnel if you take your time. And there we go. That worked out much better than the bar oil. Okay, so as I stated, anytime I fill the gas tank or the reservoir for the bar oil, I always fill them both at the same time. And likewise, when I empty both of these, that's my indicator that it's time to sharpen the chain. When sharpening the chain, you're going to want to get yourself a round file like this. It's a cylindrical file built for sharpening chainsaw teeth. This is a chainsaw file. This end, there's a pointy end on this, and what people often do is they put a wooden handle on here and it kind of pinches so you have more control. You can use it without one, which I'll demonstrate here today. When I sharpen the chainsaw chain, I like to position my body so that I'm kind of straddling the bar, and then I hold the chain in place and I go along each tooth until I can feel that the edge is now smooth. There's a little grit you can feel. And when it's gone, then you know that tooth is shaved and it's time, that tooth is filed, and you can move on to the next one. So this is kind of tricky because you want to, when you're doing this, you sharpen a tooth and then you move on to the next. Sharpen that tooth, move on to the next. There's a way to make sure you have the right angle while you're filing, and there's a very fine line on the edge of each tooth. It's a diagonal line, and what you do is you position your file on a parallel to that line, and that's how you know you're filing it correctly. Be sure to release the chain safety guard so the chain moves freely. You might have noticed I did that at the beginning here. I just never mentioned it. So it's hard to focus in on there, but if you look right at my thumbnail, there's a little line that's parallel to my thumbnail right now, and that's the indicator I was talking about to stay parallel when you're filing. So remember to care for your chainsaw, doing maintenance to keep the chain sharp. Use proper fuel and fuel mixture. And remember to lubricate your chain. What happens is if you don't put on the bar oil, you'll notice your chain starts to smoke while you're actually cutting through the wood. That's friction causing that, and that's what the oil is for, to prevent that. So remember, proper maintenance for your chainsaw will keep you a happy lumberjack. So day 13 for the shelter build has me realizing a few things. I'm on par to have things ready to go had we shot the pilot the pilot episode on the week of, well, this week between September 7th and 14th. Because things didn't really materialize, now I'm looking at pushing the scheduled shoot for the pilot episode, which is fine. This is not pressing. I would have liked to finish this summer, but again, I would have liked to shoot the pilot. I was hoping to be into production by middle of July, but here we are. It's almost the middle of September. And that's how things go sometimes. But I do believe I've given a ton of content for my online fan base, and I hope you all enjoy it at SaN Au Naturel. Keep liking, keep watching, keep subscribing, tell your friends, help us grow. And we appreciate it. I'm out here doing this rugged shit because I enjoy it, but also because I know that other folks don't have this privilege. So I'm hoping that you folks who can't afford the privilege can experience me performing, and you appreciate it. So keep subscribing, keep liking, keep supporting SaN Au Naturel.